It's Glenda Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. We have 2 cards for you tonight. Ooh, let me just do that. Some days, Okay, there we go. All right, so tonight I am going to do the final card in my Trusty Tools. What did we decide it was called? 4 thing last night? I can't remember. Anyways, it's not a trilogy. It's a trilogy plus 1. There we go. Trilogy plus 1 cards using Trusty Toolbox. And then I'm going to go on and do a card using the Peaceful Garden that I showed you last night. There we go. Oh, it worked. Now, if somebody logs on and could tell me how the sound is, because I know I'm having sound issues. Hi, Janet. Hi, Alice. Carol. Quadrilogy. There you go. Yes, so sound is okay tonight, ladies, please. 2 thumbs up. Fingers crossed. All right. We are doing the last in a quadrilogy. Oh, good. Sound is good. I don't know what happened yesterday. Like whoosh, technology over my head. I don't know. Tonight, another Trusty Toolbox card, and then a card using the Peaceful Gardens suite. Hello, Diana. Thank you. Oh, and it's scrolling. Things are hunky dory in crafting land tonight. And I got to be crafty today. I had 2 Zoom meetings this morning, got my walk in between. Hello, Holly. You can't see me yet, right, Alice? I know I can see me because I know you can see me because I can see me. I just don't know about the sound. You're funny. You are an SH exclamation mark disturber tonight. You must be feeling better. So anyways, I had a Zoom meeting, did my walk. It was raining during the Zoom meeting. It wasn't raining during my walk. And then I had another Zoom meeting. And then I got to be crafty. It was a perfect day today. I did 2 cards. One is for my team. We are getting together on the 20th for our October stamping and recognition night. And I usually do a card, a fun fold card. And today I created it. Hi, Connie. So it'll post, those of you that are on my team that are watching, it'll post in our team Facebook pay group tomorrow morning, along with a list of supplies to prep so that you can stamp along with me. What we do is we do the base. We don't do any decorating. We get the fun fold and all the papers and everything on it. And then the challenge is to finish the card before our next meeting. Still exhausted, but almost everything is moved over back tomorrow and then the cleaning. Perfect. By the end of the weekend, you will be back in business, girl. Yeah, so we have every month we have a team stamping and recognition night virtually on Zoom, and I stream it to our Facebook group. So that'll go out tomorrow morning. I think it posts about 9 o'clock. And then I'm also going to email it out to everybody so those that are not on Facebook can also participate. So, wouldn't you like to join my team? This month, I really, really, really wanted to send everybody a package of designer paper and paper, but mail strike. My pile of mail is growing. Last year, when we had our strike last year, by the time they went back to work, I had 101 items that had to be mailed. And that was on top of the local ones that I delivered. So that was just out of town stuff. Lord only knows how much I'm going to have this year. Yes, focus on your craft room. That's right. All right, so here's the cards, the quadrilogy of cards. This was Monday's card. This was Tuesday's card. This was last night's card. It was a fun fold. And tonight we're going to make this uber quick and fun card. And I'm going to show you how to extend the pegboard to make it longer than the die is. And then once I'm done this, I'm going to make this card. I'm going to show you how to make this card. So hang around till the end and we'll get 2 cards going tonight. Hello, Milo. My friend the cat. Okay. Memento, Secret Sea, and Misty Moonlight. Trusty Tools bundle, the stamp set and the dies. And finish it off with some adhesive back metallic gems. Now, I used Timeless Plaid designer paper. That's what this is, and that's what this is for the handles. I thought, I don't have to stamp them. I can just die cut them. Hello, Anne. Good afternoon. Okay, and inside an envelope. So this weekend in Canada is Thanksgiving. So I won't be live on Monday, but I will be live Tuesday. Okay, this is Lost Lagoon, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half, and an envelope, of course. Then we have basic white, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. Basic black, 5 1/4 by 4 to build the front on. A piece of textured metallics foil. Now this is, oh, I forgot the name of it, the color. It'll come to me. Anyways, it's the dark silver one. Then I have, oh, I cut this already. That's not going to help. Basic beige, 2 1/4, 5 1/4 by 2 5/8. Piece of black, that is 1 3/4 by 4 to do the sentiment. A piece of basic beige, that is 7/8 by 2 1/4, and that's the words on top of the sentiment. I have a strip of basic black that is 1 3. Okay, this is not, I didn't write, oh, there it is, 5 1/4 by 1/2. Earth and tone, no, it is not. It is textured metallic, and it'll come to me. It's almost there. Then I have Timeless Plaid, 5 1/4 by 1 3/8, and 2 1/2 by 3 to do the handles. The hammer has one too, but you can't see it. It's covered up. So lots of die cutting on this card. So let me show you how. I don't know why this is done already, because I wanted to show you how to extend it. So you run this through like this. And you can see that it needs more down here at the bottom. So you would think, well, then just do that. But that would give you holes right there. So no, you don't. You just move it down. You move it down one set of holes and put those in there like that. And that gives you the size you want. So you can cut this any size you want. We could even make it wider if we wanted, just simply by moving it over like this. Pretend my cardstock goes way out here. So if you just move this down to where there are no holes and put it in there, not only will you risk the chance of not having it line up properly, but you'll get holes where you don't want them. So instead, just move it down one set of holes and make it that much longer. And if I wanted it longer, I move it down 2 sets of holes. And then my cardstock would be longer. Does that make sense? I hope so. So that's done. I don't have to do that. Tungsten. This is tungsten. I remember the color. We want a hammer. We want a set of pliers. And we want the shears. So there's 2 parts to the shears. These are the blades. These are the handles. These are going to be out of designer paper. And these are going to be out of there. like that. So I'm going to put those on the machine. And we'll do all the die cutting at once. So tell me, how was your day? Did you have a good day? I know Alice was moving and working and doing all sorts of stuff. Just making sure that those stay on there, don't come off. Okay, so now on here, I'm going to have to wait until my hammer and wrench are done to cut this part out. So I'll just put that off to the side, but I do want to die cut the sentiment, and that's this one. So we'll die cut that. We'll run those through. Get those all done. Of course, I can't pick them up. There we go. And the sentiment. Put that away. Put those away. Don't need those. Don't need that. Okay, so on here, I'm going to cut that much of the wrench. Now you could cut the whole thing out and then just trim it off if you want, but I'm just going to do it this way. This much of the hammer. Get that on there like that. And then these are the handles for the shears. So I'm going to cut those out as well. Put that on there. And we will run those through. So can you guess what kind of card I made today? I told you about the one I made for my team. And I'm not going to tell you what the theme of that one is, but the other card I made. What theme was it? Do you have any idea? It was a good one. I think you guys have all left me out there. I'm all on my own. Talking away to myself. Okay, so we have our pieces now. I'm going to put some glue on some things. We need glue on the back of that and the back of this. But first of all, hang on. Here comes my sneeze. I don't know whether to keep talking or not. You know, the sneeze that never comes. So that's going to go on there like that. And then the other one is going to go on here like that and give us a kind of a cool handle. We need glue on those two. And then these are the shear blades. So they need to be glued together like that. So I need to put glue in the center of that one and then on both of these arms. And then we're going to put these on top. So I'm just going to stick those there. Well, my birthday is still months away, so not my birthday card. Alice, you're funny. A congratulations card says Alice. A Christmas card says Carol. Hello, Valerie. We're just trying to guess what kind of card I made today. I made two, one for my team meeting on the 20th. So if anybody's interested in Let's put it on the back of here instead of that. If anybody is interested in possibly becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and wants to know, and you want to know what it's all about, we'd love to have you at our team meeting on the 20th. Just send me a message and we'll get you set up with the Zoom link and you can join us and create the card along with us. I had full intention of mailing these things out and then Dear Canada Post. Okay, now I'm going to put some glue on the back of this one. Hello, Pat. We're just going to stick some glue here. Like that. There. All right. So while that's drying and the other ones are drying, we'll stamp our sentiment on here. You are the most awesome. What did I use Secret C for? What did I use Misty Moonlight for? Oh no, those colors are for. I was wondering what I used these two colors for, but I didn't use them at all. Those are for the next card. I'm just using Memento. You'd never be able to handle it? Well, you don't have to do anything other than save money on your purchases. So if you have a wish list that's long and you want to save 20%, contact me. You don't have to do anything. You definitely do not have to do what I do. You definitely do not have to do that. I do this because I like it. I like sharing my cards with people. I like inspiring people to create cards. Okay, now I'm going to stamp the inside and the envelope with the hammer. One. And envelope, and then we'll be ready to put this little card together. Hello, Mary. How's Las Vegas tonight? Okay. We're going to build everything on basic black. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the pegboard. Well, that's interesting. That's even the wrong size. It's supposed to be 5 1/4, and it is not 5 1/4. It's only 4 1/4. Okay, then I'm going to get some basic beige. We're going to cut another piece, and then I can show you how to extend this properly. Let's see here. It's supposed to be 2 5/8. That's not wide enough. This one will be, though. Uno momento while I give this a cut. There we go. Now we'll just start all over again. Oh, it's raining in Vegas. Is there a song about that? It's raining something or other. Okay, so you start out with centering this on your cardstock. Center here, here, and the same amount at the top as you have on the sides. Like that. Okay, I'm going to tape that in place while I flip around and run it through my machine. That must have been a piece I practiced on. Who knows? Gap. Brain fart? Brain fart, maybe? Okay, take all the little bits out. Okay, so there we have our die cut. Now I want it to continue on down even further. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to figure out how far down I want to put it. Oops, I'm just trying to get rid of the bits because if they stay in there, they're not going to cut. And I can line it there, but that's that's too far down. So if I move it up, that's too far up. So it's going to have to be down here. So what I'm doing is I'm looking where the hole cutters are. I'm putting them right in the holes like that. And then I'll run this through. As soon as I clean off my cutting plate, because it's got lots of little dots on there and I don't want them on there when I cut because they'll make a mark. Did you go gasp when you saw the condition of my bottom cutting plate? You should have. I've been using this one forever. I have to read your comment. Okay, I have to find your comment first. Congratulations. I don't see your comment. I saw your comment about your birthday card. Was it another comment? I don't see your comment, Alice. Okay. And there we have our pegboard. Now, we'll put that back. Now we have to get rid of all these little bits that are so annoying. Talk about confetti all over my floor. Hello, Nicole. Right under Nicole. Hello, Wendy. Yeah, it says, Mary says raining, and then Alice says asterisk gap. That's the only one I see. Is this thing not showing me all the comments? I suggested cutting the beige piece and putting a gap under the dark. Oh, yes, you could do that. But I don't see that comment, which is really weird. You're on YouTube, so it's not like Facebook is not showing me the comment. It's YouTube not showing me the comment. I could have done that. Could have just cut it in half, stuck it underneath the black one, and carried on with life. But then this way I got to show you how to make how to extend it. Okay. We are good to go now. We are good to go now. 2 comments are missing. Yeah, I know. It's not just me. Okay, so this is going on here like that. And because I have Tombow on there, oh, Fraggle Rock. I cut it too long. We're just going to do what Alice suggested. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it's going to work. We'll see if this works. It goes there. This goes here. I think it might be too big of a gap. Maybe not. We'll see. Yep. Having a good one. Okay, adhesive on the piece of designer paper. This is a really good layout for any kind of a card. So I'm not worried about this one's too long too. What the heck did I do? Cut them at 5 1/4 when they should not have been 5 1/4. This is, I'm gonna screw this up royally, but we're just gonna go for it. There we go. Now where's the strip? How long is the strip? Okay, it'll be all right because it's black on black. The good thing I'm showing you another card, or you guys would just totally give up on me tonight. Really, I do know what I'm doing. Every once in a while. I do know what I'm doing. Apparently not tonight. Okay, so that goes on there like that. Crooked. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now we'll put this on our card base. So at least I show you how to adapt. They may not be the right size, but I do show you how to adapt. Janet said, we never give up on you. Alice says, we never give up on you. Connie says, we never give. Oh, you guys, you're so kind. I guess I'm not getting any hearts or thumbs up for this video tonight. But don't forget, I have another card coming. There we go. Okay, now we're going to put the sentiment onto the black piece. Those little dots from inside that pegboard are annoying. It's going to kind of stick this in here like this. Of course, it doesn't go straight. Why would it go straight? Why would it go straight? There you go. Okay, I'm going to put the dimensionals on here, but hopefully I will remember not to put them on the card yet because I have to put the tools underneath here. I'm just using up some bits that I've got hanging around here. There, so this is going to go on here like this. Does Stampin' Up have a big die with holes like the one you use? No, that's the biggest one we have. That is the biggest one we have. Okay, so this is going to go on here like that once I get the tools done. So we're going to now put the tools together. We're going to put the handles on. These on top of that. And you could use any designer paper you wanted for this part. Or you could use our wood grain paper and color it. Here we are. Now these, the shears, go together like this. I'll show you. You just put one on top of the other with the hole on the top. And then this part is the bottom and that part is the top. And then these kick out towards the outside. You're just going to put that on there like that. And put this on here like this. And there we have our shears. Now, if you don't want them that wide, then you would just close them like that. You want them wider, you just open them. They're kind of versatile. Okay, so now I put dimensionals on the tops of these like I did last night. And then I'm going to put adhesive down here. And then this one goes on top of the sentiment. Nicole says, love how the handles have been customized. Well, I was doing this and I thought afterwards, wouldn't it be cool to make a pink card and have pink handles on these things? Hello, Carol. Pegboard is a die, Carol. It belongs to the Trusty Toolbox dies. It's this one. And you can make it as big as you want. Okay, so we're going to put, this is going to go here like that. And I'm going to put hammer there like that. And then we'll put the wrench. Hello, Dimity. How's Australia? You guys are lucky. You're going into summer. We've got winter fall happening, and winter's coming. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this over. And we're going to get some more Post-it pieces or dimensional pieces. And we're going to put them here like that. We'll put this on. Pink tools for the she shed. Oh, Alice has a pink toolkit. I have some pink tools. I have a pink hammer, a pink screwdriver, and can't remember what else I have, but I do have some pink stuff that live in my craft room. Okay, so we're going to put this on here right out to the edge like that. And then these, I'm going to get dimensional pieces on the handles and then glue up further. Because it's going to go onto the sentiment. So we'll just put a little bit of glue right there. Come over here. And I'm not coloring the tools on the inside tonight. I decided to leave them blank. Up a little bit. There. That'll do. There we are. I didn't want to color them. I just wanted to leave them blank, but you could definitely color them if you wanted. I woke up this morning, it was pouring rain, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get wet when I go my walk. I didn't say you're not going for your walk because it's raining. I said you're going to get wet today on your walk. By the time I did my Zoom meeting and went out, got ready for my walk, it was almost sunny. By the time I got back from my walk, the sun was shining. Very hot, waiting for the wet in Darwin. Ah, yes, you live in a hot, wet area. Mary says my school set is purple. Oh, cool, Mary. Connie, I would never buy pink tools as I'm not a pink person. Purple, though. Wendy, I have pink leather tool belt and some pink tools. I broke my pink hammer. Oh, no. Bling, yes, bling's coming. Bling is coming. I was busy reading comments. I love reading comments. Okay, let's use silver tonight. Put one there. I just put them right along the side here like this because I felt that's where they needed to be. And that's it. We're done. We're done. The fourth card in the quadrilogy of Trusty Toolbox. Okay, let's go on to the other one. Oh, thank Carol Weston. Ooh. Love it. Okay, next. I got everything ready. Got my sentiments, got my flowers for the inside. Don't need memento. I will be using Secret Sea and Misty Moonlight. There's the card we're making. Peace on Earth bundle. I'm going to use the saying from Peace on Earth and the dove die. If I put this way, you can actually see it. And then on the inside, so it flips open this way and flips open that way. So I have the sentiment from Jolly Holly in Secret Sea, and then the flowers, the poinsettias, also from Jolly Holly. Am I going to tell you the theme of the card I made today? I don't know. I have not decided yet. Peaceful Greenery embossing folder and Druzy. You hang around till the end. I might just do that. And if you hang around to the end, I have a special opportunity for somebody. I made you guess. I did. I made you guess. Okay, so for this card, you need a piece of thick basic white that is 11 by 4 1/4. You score it at 5 1/2, and then you cut off. You cut off. Wait, I have to get my recipe up so I can tell you. What's this now? Oh, interesting. A note I lost. Then you cut off 2 1/2 inches off of the front. Is that what this is? No. You cut 2 1/2 inches off of the front and fold it in half, and that becomes that side. And then there is 5 1/4 by 4 basic white for the inside. You're going to emboss that with the embossing folder. And funny story, well, it wasn't really funny, it was embarrassing, but it's funny. When I made up these kits, I always make 16 kits because we have 16 people coming on our list at the Sunshine Club. We now have 17 because we've got another new one. And I forgot to put this piece of cardstock in there. Thank goodness for my friend Valerie, who lives almost just across the street from Echo Center. She whipped home and brought us back a whole bunch of white cardstock or card-based pieces so that we could finish our card. So that's going to get embossed and put on there. And then we have a piece of Secret Sea that's going to go here like that. And this is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. And then a piece of Misty Moonlight that is 8 1/2 by 3, and it's scored at 4 1/4, and that becomes this part, the opening part. So that goes on there like that. And then this folds, and then that folds. And meanwhile, we have a piece of designer paper to put there, and you close that. We have another piece of designer paper to put here. This is for the dove. Oh, no, it's not. That's the sentiment. I put a D on this so I would know that that's for the dove. So that's for the dove. This is for the sentiment, and this piece goes in here. like that. So there's a lot of pieces, but the card is gorgeous. So I need to get this. We're going to run it through with the embossing folder when I find what I did with it. The Peaceful Greenery embossing folder. This is part of the suite. So you want my recipe? Sure. Here you go. Hold it still so you can take a screenshot. There you are. So this is part of the Peaceful Garden suite. And this is going to go in here like this. And I'm going to center it, I hope. It's going to come down just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There we are. It's crooked. There. Okay, I'm going to run that through my machine. Oh, and I told you last night that I got new stuff and I was going to show you the new packaging, and then I never did. So if you want to see that tonight, I can show you the new packaging and I can show you some new paper. I got one package of paper, 2 stamp sets, a die set, and a punch. So if you're at all interested in that. D for die cut. I just need to pay attention the whole time. Yep, D for die cut, only in this instant it's D for dove. Because I don't have any die cut. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to put my machine back to die cutting again. So when I was done last night, I was putting things away and I thought, well, that was dumb. I didn't show them the new stuff. And this is the only die cut I have to do is the dove. So we'll do it right now. Show and tell. You're very welcome, Dimity. Okay, we'll poke this dove out of here. There we go. That. I have quite the pile of stuff over here out of the way. Now this is for the inside. Yes, that's for the inside. There's my dove. Stamp Sentiment in Secret C. Let's put it on here so we can all see where I'm stamping, me included. Oh, you guys want to show and tell. I can do that. Just don't forget to remind me. Because I get so excited at the end and I just want to hang up and then I forget to do that. Okay, so there's my piece on Earth. Look at that. Does that not stamp amazing? And that's with a photopolymer stamp. Okay, now put that away. Get out my stamping paper. Here it is. So do you want a hint of my card today? So this is a hint for the card I made with the team. They don't know about it yet. And then here is a hint for the card I made this afternoon. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. Get out my Misty Moonlight. Will you be adding Winky to the dove's wingtips? Yes. I have my Winky already. Okay, and this is the poinsettia from Jolly Holly. And I'm just going to put a few of them on. Ooh, my ink pad needs re-inking. I re-inked my cherry cobbler today. It stamps much better. It's amazing how they stamp so much better when they have ink on them. What amazing thing happens when you put ink in your ink pads. I always encourage my customers, if you're buying an ink pad, get the re-inker at the same time. Then even if it retires, you still can continue to use it because you have the ink to re-ink it. There we go. Stamping is done. It is a clear, great image. Oh, nuts, she says. Am I enticing you, Valerie? Okay. Step 1, attach embossed piece to card base. And remember, the card opens this way. Mary says a fall-themed card. I'm not telling you what the theme of the one for the team is, because that'll spoil the surprise for them. But I will tell you the theme of the other one that I made today. Okay, so we have that. Now, I need to take this and attach it to the Secret C piece. And the one that I made that is not for my team is not fall themed. Okay, so we have this, then this one's going to open this way. So, oh, I didn't stamp the sentiment on the inside. Let me just do it. Oh, you were commenting on the nut stamp. Yeah, I like it. Did I not get that stamp out? Really? I didn't. Okay. Got a blob in there. I like stamping on the inside, then I don't have to write as much. Pines, winter, maybe. I have to wipe my hands off because I got mung on there. I don't know where I got it from. Okay, so this is going to go in here like this. Maybe. And then this goes in the whole of that embossing folder. So this embossing folder has a non-embossed area in the middle of it for these dies that are part of the suite. They fit in there. That one fits right in there. And then this one layers in on top of it. And I've used these before, but I'm not going to use them this time because this is going in here like this. So kind of center this. Like that. Is it straight? It'll do. There we go. So there's our inside. And now this closes like that. So now we have designer paper that we're going to put on there. Like this. So that goes on there. And then this closes. And we're going to put this piece on the front. There's a lot of pieces, but it is such a pretty card and it's such an easy, fun fold to do. I confused my Sunshine Club ladies at first, but they all eventually got it. There we go. Now the dove, we're going to take. We had the most awesome sunset tonight. Oh, Valerie, that's awesome. We did too. Unfortunately, we don't ever get to see it because the trees are in our way. So in the summer months, when there's leaves on the trees, we don't get to see it. So I'm just putting a little bit of bling on the edge of the dove wings. Lucky you, you've got a perfect spot there to see the the sunset. Alice, do you have a view from your new place? Most of Powell River has a view on that side of town. We lived on the other side of town and we had no view at all because we had a hill in our way. There we go. And then I'm just going to take it and put just a little bit right here on those cuts. I don't want to do a lot because with Winky, sometimes more is detrimental. Marie says Christmas. Oh, Valerie got pictures. Lucky you. Oh, and Alice has an amazing view. That's awesome. That is awesome. Where did I put my scissors? I need to put dimensionals on the dove wings. So when you put dimensionals on wings of a butterfly or a dove or a bird, the closer you put to the body, the more your wings are going to stand up. So if you want them flatter, move it out. If you want them not flat, you move them towards the body. Then I'm going to take the liners off. And we're going to put some adhesive on there. There we go. Now, this is going on dimensionals in a second. I haven't put them on yet, but I need to put them on there so I know where to put my dove. And we'll just put the dove right about there. Oh, I like how those stick up. Yes. I want James's phone. He has a phone. Oh, your other place had no view? Nice. You're welcome, Marie. James, our oldest grandson, has a phone. It's called a One Plus. I'd never heard of it. And of course, when he goes to get anything electronical, he researches the heck out of it. Norma, if you're out there, these dimensionals are for you. Norma's like me. She's an over-dimensionalizer. And his phone is a OnePlus 12. And now they have a OnePlus 13 out. And it takes the most amazing pictures of any phone I have ever seen, including Apple phones. But they're really expensive. He got his on sale. Okay, so this is up on dimensionals. It's going right there. And then we have the bling. The bling, the bling, the bling. These are Druzy. These came out last Christmas. We used them in our Creative Escape last Christmas. Man, that seems so long ago. And it truly wasn't. Right there. There we go. And that is the card. See, it's not hard to do. It's just that there's a lot of steps. So it opens up this way, and then it opens up that way, and then it stands very nicely too, just like that. Thanks, Connie. If you guys are enjoying my video, please hit those emojis. And if you are watching on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, please. Yes, Valerie, I have your address. It won't do you any good. My pile to mail is getting bigger and bigger. So tomorrow, I think I'll post. Look in my on my page, my Facebook page. I have 2 kits left. I will post tomorrow, not here. Tomorrow, I will post a post that you can comment on, and 2 people will win these kits. Now, I can't mail them until whenever the strike is over, but you could win them. And if you live locally, of course, we can get it to you before the strike is over because you live local. Okay. I love the dove one too. This is, and you know, it would make a really nice sympathy card too, because also in that stamp set, is heartfelt prayers. I hate this. I never send a card that says with deepest sympathy. I took hospice training once, and they taught us that you cannot sympathize with somebody who is going through a loss. You can empathize, but you can't sympathize. So I never send, I send out thinking of you, but I like this one, heartfelt prayers. Okay. So now the new stuff. The new stuff. Hang on. I have to get the paper. So these are coming out on the 3rd of November. There is a 3-banner die. Look at those. And you know what? It's going to be cool because, do I have a 1/2 inch slice here? I think those are 1/2 inch. Hang on. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. We haven't had a punch like this in a long time. So if you put this in this way, like this, and then punch the end, then you cut it down. Say you want your banner to be this long. You can do that with this punch because you punch one end and then you just take this and put it in there and punch the other end. And there you have perfect banners, and look at how long that is. And you can do it with any of these. These, I think these are all the same size. They're all the same size. So this one does it on both edges, but you can make it longer. This one only does it on one edge, but you can turn it around and do it on the other edge. And if you could do like this too, and make it. And then this one punches out the other way, punches out that way. So that one punches that out, but look at that. Yes, I can put up the directions for the dove card. Hang on. I love this. We used to have one a long time ago, but they got rid of it. I have it. There, can you get a screenshot? Can you read it? Can you read my hieroglyphics? Because I do my own shorthand. Okay, so that's the 3-banner die. Punch, sorry, not die, it's a punch. And you can do it any size you want. And it comes with the banner sayings stamp set. So these are the new packaging. Let me just move things. So I'll get a regular stamp set. So there's the difference. So it is about 1/2 inch bigger that way, and it is 1.5 inches longer. But look at this. In this area, you're going to be able to put like 4 or 5 of these. So when I get my stuff, I always put a label on the inside, and I was wondering where I was going to be able to put the label. Well, it fits right on the back here like this. So I'm still going to be able to put my label. You get your stamp set is on the plastic. I just won't be taking it off of the plastic. And you're supposed to put it in here. There's like a little area in here between these two, but I don't like that. So mine is just going to be kept right there. And then I took these things have this flap, and I like it because you don't have to put it in and bring it out. It just slips right in there. It's only one layer, but I will probably store mine like this. It's just quicker and easier to get your thing out. So that's the banner die, or punch, 3-banner punch, and their banner sayings. You're loved. I'm so grateful. Consider yourself hugged. Look at that one. Consider yourself hugged. You're the sweetest. I can't thank you enough. Wishing you good things. Happy birthday. Perfect little tiny happy birthday. And it's wide enough apart that we'll be able to cut it. So you're going to be able to stamp that. Watch. Watch. Where is it? Hang on. I have to get a block, and I don't want to lose my stamps. Let go. Let go. And I always wash my stamps before I use them. You wish they weren't so tall? Yeah. I'm lucky because tallness is not an issue where I store my stuff. But I can see where it would be an issue for people that have custom shelves. Okay, so I'm stamping this here like this. And then I'm going to cut it right between the happy and the birthday. Like that. And then you can stick it in here. Like that. And there we got our happy. And then the birthday, I'm going to do the same thing. Come on, get in there. And there we have our happy birthday in 2 banners. And if you wanted, you could make this longer, or right now you could take it and cut it down. Cut it down, like cut off just a little bit off of each side, like this. Make it a little bit narrower. See what I got in my garbage can. I'm looking for a colored piece of cardstock. Do I have any? Well, I have a piece of designer paper. This will do. So we're going to pretend that I cut it at 1/2 inch. Like this. Then you put a little bit of adhesive on this. And put it on here like that. And in here, and look at how easy that is to do. And the banner is perfect every time. I'm so excited about this. I miss our label punches. Okay, so that was that. You guys got the idea, right? It is, the stamps are quite small. Where did I put the stamp set? Oh, there it is. So it's these are printed at 100% on the front. You did it. Cue the confetti. I'm here for you. Celebrate. Here's to you. Thanks a million, and sending my love. That's the banner sayings bundle. It is a punch. And then I got the Words of Beauty bundle. So you get dies, and the dies now have graphics on the outside, so you know what the dies look like. You don't have to take them out. I haven't put mine on magnetic sheets yet, but this is really cool because it says just because, and there's 3 layers. So there is that layer, and then this layer fits on top of it, and then this layer fits on top of that. So you can do 1, 2, or 3 layers for your words. And it does the same thing for just and because. Yes, I played with this today. And then it has three other dies that you can use. Label dies. As you can tell, I like getting dies that I can use for sentiments. And I always put my put a thing on the front that tells me when it came out, what stamp set it belongs to, and how many dies are in there. So when I finished using them, I can count the dies and make sure I have the right amount. And then this is the Words of Beauty stamp set, and it's photopolymer just like the other one. You can see I used it already. Now, are these ones? Yep, these are printed at 100% too. So you know what size they are. Unlike the other ones, these ones are not printed at 100%. I think they were like 80% or something. So it wasn't as, you didn't know exactly what they were. Just because you've been on my mind, I think you're amazing. I appreciate you. You're so loved you. It's your birthday. You're a great friend. Lovely, sweet, kind, and dots. Dots. Just because ... Just because I can send you a card. So I'm lucky because my storage is going to accept these. But look, that's 2 stamp sets. Look at how thin those are. I can't wait to add just because to my collection of word dies. I know, Nicole, right? I love them. So those are the 2 bundles I get. I didn't go wild. Not sure about the stamp container, like the stamp label on the side of the plastic box. Easy to find one on a shelf. Yes, you're right, Janet. I don't store mine on a shelf like this, like that. Mine are in a drawer, and I flip through them like this anyways. So I'm not going to have that problem. And I'm sure that you guys are going to find ways to adapt your storage as well. Connie already uses these. She takes, I do believe, right, Connie? You take all of your stamps out of those our cases and put them in the sleeves, right? I think you told me that once. You don't have to change the storage for the ones you have now. And the new ones, instead of storing them like this on a shelf, you store them like this on a shelf. And then you just flip through and you'll probably be able to get, I don't know, in a 12-inch shelf, deep, 12 inches deep, that's a heck of a lot of stamp sets you're going to be able to get in there. These are a 1/2 inch, so you would get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 24 of these. But these ones, you're going to be able to get so many more in there in the same place. But I know it's all about change and how we don't like change, and I get it. Okay, now, do you want to see the paper I got? I only got one paper. I can't show you the flyer. If you are part of my world, you would have had a flyer mailed out to you, or you got one at the open house. Yes, photopolymer ones. Metal baskets work. Yes, absolutely, Valerie. Metal baskets. Or go to the dollar store. They've got plastic containers for makeup or something. Clear plastic containers that will be perfect. I was looking at them the other day. Okay, so this is called Brushed with Beauty. And you're probably going, oh my God, more flowers. Yeah, you're right. But I had to because it's pretty and I like the other side. This has got This has got early espresso, very vanilla. So they've given us different shades of espresso. And then it's got mossy or old olive, mossy meadow, lost lagoon, calypso coral, some darling duckling, petal pink, secret sea. It's very pretty. Very pretty. And look at this. Now this one is a bit different because they didn't take the pattern right out to the very edge. So that's going to be fun to use. And then it has the stripe on the back side of that sheet. Hang on, I have to move my stamps because I don't want to get ink all over my new designer paper. And then this one, wait, it's upside down. This one is very directional, but they're going to be really pretty too. Like you can fussy cut these out really easily or use an oval or a circle and cut them out. And then on the other side is this really amazing pattern that goes really pretty. Just look at how these patterns go together. Does that not make your heart happy? Makes my heart happy. And then this one is absolutely gorgeous. And then it's got, what is that on the other side? Lost Lagoon on the other side. So there's no Lost Lagoon in this one. This is the back side of it, but there is Lost Lagoon in this one. So those two go really well together. And there's also Lost Lagoon in this one. I know. It's really hard to see this paper online in the little tiny pictures that they have. And then this one reminds me of one of the sheets from that winter Nests of Winter, I think it was called. And it was Pussy Willows. This is not Pussy Willows, but it's awfully close to Pussy Willows, but it's really pretty. And then it's got Calypso Coral on the other side, which coordinates really well with that sheet. And I like how they've made the back of one sheet coordinates with a completely different sheet. So you can mix and match and you're not using the same sheet all the time. Does that make sense? So that's that one. And then we have this lovely, this one is kind of directional as well. Lots of mossy meadow in here. And then there's the other side. But you don't need to use the other side with that because it works really well with this one. And it works really well with this one. At least on YouTube, you can go full screen to see the patterns. Yes. And look at those two together. Just look at that. Is that not stunning? I was giddy when I opened this. I was literally giddy. I wish there had been somebody in my craft room with me that I could have gone, oh my God, look at how gorgeous this is. Darling Duckling. And then gorgeous petal pink on the other side. No, these two do not go together. I'm sorry. There's no way I would put those on one card. But you go back in the paper, keep going. Look at that. And they've got these two colors together. But looking at those two colors, I would never do that. Would you? On this sheet, they've got it in there on this. What else is in here? Oh, yes, this one. Those two absolutely go together. And then, of course, this one. Oh, People. I know, it's like, oh my God, more floral paper, but you must admit that this paper, the other side, is redeeming. What you think? The other side makes this floral papers work. There we go. So there's all the sheets. And they're 12 by 12, which makes my heart happy. Nicole says, I'll need like 6 packs. Yes, you will, Nicole. Those would be gorgeous in the fun fold you did tonight. Yes, they would, Alice. Absolutely. And maybe the fun fold I made for my team. Uh-huh. Okay, so the card I made today, I will reveal that it was Christmas themed. I can't show it to you because it is for a tutorial group that I belong to. But at some point, if you hang into my newsletter, you will get the tutorial in my newsletter at some point. I can't say when. Maybe in December. Because I think the November ones are done already. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry we went a little bit longer than the hour I like to keep it to, but then we did 2 cards and I got to show you new stuff. I hope you enjoy the new packaging because I think once you get it and you start using it and you get used to it, you will see the benefits of it. If you have been enjoying my video, please hit those emojis. Don't forget my Fun Fold class is open for registration. You guys want to see a sneak peek of one of the Fun Fold cards? Let me see if I got them here. There is, in total, there is 8 Fun Fold cards. That's it. That's it. There it is. I'm not going to show you the cards. I'm going to show you the template for one of the cards. Oh, look at this. Wonder where that came off of. Interesting. There's a hole in this bag, a brief hole, and one of my sequins went right in the hole. You see that little thing there? Take it out because I'm going to have to, now I lost it. I have to figure out where it came from. Okay, so this is called a triple display easel card. This is one of Susan Campfield's cards. So it sits like this. Oh, I don't have you. You can't see it. See this? And no, you won't be making it out of this designer paper. This is my template. So that's what it looks like when it's sitting up. It is called a triple display easel card. So it opens up this way. That's either embossing or designer paper. This is where you write. This is the anchor for the easel. And then when it closes there, and you got embossing or designer paper there, and then this folds in. What's a little crooked? That's on dimensionals, but apparently I only put one dimensional on there. I'm just going to stick another one underneath to hold it so it stops twirling around. So you put it on dimensionals so that you get a little bit of texture in there. So that's one of the cards. No, I'm not showing you the card. I showed you the template. So the class, number 1 class is the club, my monthly club, my class, and the monthly tutorial subscription. The class has 3 cards. The monthly tutorial subscription has 4 cards, and my club gets 5 cards, 4 of which they get kits for. and one they get just the tutorial for. If you want to join my club, it is a minimum $35 order in Canada, and you will get kits for 4 cards each month. And then class number 2, Funfold class number 2, is 3 more cards that are totally different from the first 3. So here's the cards for, this is the class number 1. So there's the 3 cards that we're doing in class. That's your club card, and that's the subscription card. This is class number 2, and we get 3. So this one is Christmas themed. This one is Christmas themed, all except this card here, the tutorial one. And if you choose option 1 or 2 for the first class, then you can add on the kits for the second class for only $20 instead of $25. I'm giving you a break. And if you belong to my team or my club, there's special pricing for you guys as well, because it's a Christmas gift from me to you. And registration is open now. The links are in the description of the video, either up there or down there, depending on where you're watching it. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you have enjoyed our journey. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Happy Thanksgiving to all my friends in Canada. And for those of you in the States and elsewhere, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I won't be back Monday because it's a holiday. I will be back Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time with another card for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. And check out my Facebook page tomorrow for a chance to win one of those 2 card packages for the Funfold that I did tonight. Thanks, everybody. Stamp and smiles. See you soon.